What real reason could you have to believe that you should only date with inside your race? Knowing that race is a social construct, and it's what's been keeping us back.
You're black, they black. Period.
In my opinion, race doesn't matter. I feel like going into any relationship, you should go into it for the right reasons. Everybody has a type. Everybody goes into relationships for a reason, whether it's a physical attraction, a conversation, just that person's spirit. Just go into that relationship for the right reasons, in my opinion. But race should not matter.
People want to look at it like, oh, you're dating someone that's light-skinned for the sake of saying that you have light-skinned babies, or you're dating someone that's white for the sake of saying that you're going to have mixed babies, or Latino for the sake of saying that you're going to have mixed babies. But I think it's more of a colorism thing than it really is a like race thing.
So I think everybody is free to do what they do, and to find their lane. Me personally, married to a black woman, only dated black women.
Like, we need to look at colorism in the midst of this conversation, and we also need to like consider like people of different races that might embody different ethnicities. Again, going back to my culture, colorism is definitely a thing. Like, they might look at you and say, my mother's Cuban and my dad's Panamanian. Okay. So having light-skinned babies, having light-skinned grandkids is definitely the wave within our culture, unfortunately. And I see, like, my mother is darker, so like I hear her sisters look at her and be like, oh, because you're the dark baby of the family and all of that, First of all, I don't look Latino. So if I don't sit up in here and tell you that my mother's Cuban and my dad's Panamanian, you would have no idea. So I think that with me, the biggest issue is that once they find out, because they either hear me speaking to my mother or they hear me talking to a family member or I have to translate for someone, all of a sudden it's like, ooh, can you teach me Spanish? It's like, ooh, that's sexy. Like, ooh, say that again. It's like all of a sudden it's like I turn into this, exactly, like call me Bobby, like it turns into this whole thing, so it's like it turns into this whole like sexual thing, and I tend to not know if you like me for me or you just out here because you think that it's about to be a whole experience for you.
The black community just needs so much healing and so much rebuilding. I think at least a good percentage of us have to be really intentional about creating black families, strong black children. So you're free to do what you do, but the majority of us got to be intentional about that, so I consider myself one of those people.